The African Union-led peacekeeping operation Amisom has been a central pillar in political and security stabilization efforts in Somalia since its deployment in early 2007. Amisom and Somalia government forces have made considerable gains in territorial control against Al-Shabaab, an insurgent group that held sway over the capital Mogadishu and large portions of the Somalia countryside for decades. Amisom forces reduced the areas under Al-Shabaab control following months of active insurgency that pushed the combatants out of Mogadishu and its environs between August 2011 and May 2012. As Amisom forces extended beyond Mogadishu and garnered more manpower from troop-contributing countries, or TCCs, of Burundi, Djibouti, Ethiopia, Kenya, and Uganda, the mission pushed the armed group out of central Somalia. This opened up the possibility for a stable government to re-emerge. The United Nations Security Council-backed AU peacekeeping operations' primarily mandate remains to protect the country's government in partnership with other international actors. Amisom, recognizing the need to ensure its mission mandate is effectively upheld, formed the Amisom Police Component, which facilitates training, mentoring, and advising the Somali Police Force, or SPF.
Amisom is quite a challenging mission, but it is doable. Our tasks are achievable. The community, especially the Somali community, was very receptive and very cooperative with us, especially during our execution of our mandate. Our mandate specifically being to give operational support to Somali police in executing its duties.
Within the Amisom police component are the formed police units, or FPUs, from Uganda, Nigeria, Sierra Leone, and Ghana. The FPUs play a crucial role in ensuring improved security in the liberated areas and in joint patrols, among other vital services.
I command FPU 8 that rotated here in Amisom on the 3rd of August 2019, and we successfully finished our tour of duty on the 3rd of August 2020. My role really was to command the contingent and foresee that we achieve our mandate that brought us here. We are made up with a force of 160 personnel that are divided into 4 platoons. Out of the 4 platoons, 3 are operational platoons that move to the field and work, and 1 platoon is of technical staff. And these include the doctors, they include the engineers and mechanics that repair operational vehicles. It includes logistics and support staff.
During their year-long term, the Uganda FPUs, along with the Somali Police Force, SPF, assisted in public order management, provided VIP escort services, and cordon and search operations, among other public response techniques.
It reminds me of the Tower of Babel, when God confused people's language.
Uganda FPU engineers routinely repaired and maintained the contingent's armored personnel carriers and other equipment in support of field officers and FPU commanders in various mission-wide operations. Another expanded role FPUs take on is found in the information technology space. FPU professionals here utilize and maintain radio and new communication technologies that directly support Amisom's day-to-day operations.
Here in Somalia, there is no point of movement which you can make from A to Z without communication. Why? Because we have very many threats. We have like Al-Shabaab's attacks, vehicles get problems on the way. So all commanders must ensure that everything, whatever happens in their field, they must report to us.
Amisom, in strengthening the cooperation between its operational peacekeepers and the population, conducted quick impact projects, which are handled at the mission headquarters and contingent level. Amisom provides medical care for contingent personnel and Somali civilians in neighboring communities and in all areas of operation.
We handle a variety of cases, almost all cases. We do minor to moderate surgeries and major surgeries we refer. We have full functional OPD and we do admit cases. We have 2 admission rooms both for the males and females, and we have a bed capacity of up to 14 patients.
Uganda FPU doctors run the Level 2 hospital that provides vital health screening assistance in the Benadir region. The health facility, located within the Amisom Helen base, provides medical services to the African Union troops and Somali security forces involved in joint operations.
We also at times attend to our neighbors, that is the locals, the Somali locals, who are staying around the camp. So during the day, the gate is open and they come in, and by evening they leave. But we've had a challenge with, all you know, COVID-19. When it came in, we had to lock the camp, and we don't accept entry of other people into the camp.
As the world battles with the global health pandemic of COVID-19, the African Union mission in Somalia, Amisom, has put in place solid interventions and preventative measures to contain the virus, while concentrating on its mandate to ensure peace and security in Somalia. Early on, Amisom recognized the need for a police force that is representative of the population it serves. Amisom, as an operational necessity, had to address the differentiated security needs of women, men, girls, and boys. The participation of female police officers is seen in the full spectrum of Amisom activities, such as the promotion of the rule of law and community-oriented policing. The positive efforts of women representation within Uganda FPU and the Somalia Police Force SPF officers are described by Amisom's Police Commissioner, Augustine Magnus Kairi.
With the Uganda FPU, there are about 160 of them, 20 of whom are female. They are women. They can drive mambas, operate heavy machine guns, just like the men. They do guard duties just like the men. So they have served as an inspiration to the Somali policewomen that what their male counterparts can do, they can also do, and if not, better, because they have already learned it from the Uganda FPU. They are very, very professional.
As Somalia looks to reform, restructure, and rebuild the Somali Police Force, SPF, through massive recruitment drives, policy measures to double its female police representation is paramount to achieving peace.
We want to see more females managing offices, managing departments, managing stations, because that will make the society more eager to be working with the police, because as you know, women are seen as neutral when it comes to conflict. When you have a police station commander as a woman, you are more likely to get a better relationship with the public, you have more likelihood of getting better information from the public, and this is the kind of ethos we want to encourage within the police force. We want to move away from being a force to be in a service, and women are very crucial in that role.
Amisom has made progress on its current strategic objectives, namely reducing the threat posed by Al-Shabaab and other armed groups and providing security to enable Somalia's political process, and handing over its security responsibilities to the Somalia security forces. However, tackling security challenges is complex, as described by Amisom's Senior Superintendent of Police, Andrew Kagwa.
Working in an environment that appears sometimes a bit hostile, post-war area where everything looks suspicious, and how a former police officer like me has to survive in this in this environment. That was quite a challenging environment. You are in the field, and the men are on the field. They are either doing patrol or they are either guarding, and all of a sudden an IED goes off. You are the commander seated in the office or somewhere, and you are communicated to. It was quite an experience, but you have to guide your men with courage in order to survive, pass through, until when they reach home safely. So that was quite a good experience.
As Somalia seeks to establish a strong and professional state police force, Amisom Police Component regularly trains new SPF recruits with the aim of restoring trust and confidence within the community as a critical component to peace building.
The visible presence or the physical presence of the FPU have generated a kind of confidence building within the community. And wherever they see the FPU on patrol, the trust and the confidence of the citizens within Mogadishu City and even in the federal member state has given them the confidence to go back to their businesses. And when they see them patrol with their Somali counterpart, it even gives them a high sense of security. So you can see it has impact in terms of physical improvement of the security and securing of the community. And then indirectly or directly, it also improves on the businesses, because once the environment is safe with the physical presence of the police, you can see it will boost the economy of the citizens.
I would request that
Amisom's Senior Superintendent of Police, Andrew Kagwa, said that a key factor in law and order within Somali communities is the increased capacity of the Somalia Police Force, SPF. Amisom will continue to support in these and other related stabilization activities alongside Somalia local authorities as provided for in the Somali Transitional Plan.
The community, especially the Somali community, was very receptive and very cooperative with us, especially during our execution of our mandate. Our mandate specifically being to give operational support to Somali police in executing its duties.
Of our reform agenda that has won the support of the Somali people.
While the Somali Transition Plan provides a strategic direction for the process by which a gradual handover of security responsibility from Amisom to Somali security institutions can take place, detailed planning and implementation is required to put all phases of the plan in motion. A successful transition requires a greater emphasis on policing, adequate enablers and force multipliers, and strong government accountability. Amisom and Uganda FPU-8 have played a significant role in Somalia's priority commitment to security sector reform, progressing forward in the country's path towards assuming full responsibility of its own stability.
To extend a vote of appreciation and my sincere heartfelt appreciation and thankfulness really to the Amisom Police Command led by the Amisom Police Commissioner and together with the senior management team of the Amisom Police for really guiding us and commanding us also very well. I also wish to thank the Uganda Police and the Ugandan government for availing us an opportunity to serve at this continental and international level.
The Uganda FPU-8, which has been serving under the police component of the African Union mission in Somalia, Amisom, returned home after completing the mandatory tour of duty. For its contribution in the peace process of Somalia, the outgoing Amisom Senior Superintendent of Police says the forces have displayed exemplary service. Amisom and Uganda FPU-8 have played a significant role in Somalia's priority commitment to security sector reform, progressing forward in the country's path towards assuming full responsibility of its own stability.
The Electoral Commission informs stakeholders that the period for campaigns is as follows. Presidential and parliamentary elections, 9th November 2020 to 12th January 2021. City, district local government councils elections, Lord Mayor, mayors, chair